Hola, beautiful people. Hola, hola, hola. Peep the hat. Can you see that? Woman of faith. Okay. I just wanted to jump on here really quick and just say it's something I don't really talk about, but on my very, very first YouTube video that I ever did, I did touch on it. And that's the fact that I had a miscarriage. I had a miscarriage, and the crazy part about the miscarriage, I think the thing that hurt me the most is, it's something that you're kind of like, when you find out you're pregnant, no matter how happy you are, you kind of should just kind of keep it under wraps a little bit. At least that's what they tell you, you know what I mean, until you get past like that first trimester. And I was 2 weeks out from that first trimester where I would be able to like share my good news with everyone. And that's when I had a miscarriage. So not only did it hurt, but it really hurt me because it was like, dang, like right before I could like, you know what I mean, share the news. I'm touching on this because this is something that women go through. Mother's Day just passed. As much as I don't talk about it and I act like it didn't happen, it did. And you will feel things at the most random times. So I literally just wanted to jump on here and I wanted to encourage anyone that's ever gone through that. In my case, when that happened to me, I stopped talking to everyone. I stopped talking. But I was really going through a lot. I was really feeling a lot. But I couldn't hardly get anything out without bursting into tears, right? One thing I did do eventually is I went to therapy. And therapy is so good because the thing I love the most about therapy is they're non-biased. Like, you're literally talking to someone who doesn't know you, right? They don't know any of the people involved, you know what I mean? And it really does help, right? So that's the first thing. If you have ever gone through something like this, experienced any type of loss, and you are feeling the effects of it, as most people do, talk to someone that you trust. I would advise going to therapy. A lot of times you go to people for advice and you don't know where what place their advice is coming from. So it's good to talk to someone non-biased, okay, about, what's going on. I also just want to encourage anyone that has gone through that, because a lot of times you just be feeling like, yo, is there something wrong with me? Like, why did this happen, right? God revealed so many things to me after the fact. And it was just a crazy situation because not only did I go through that, but I had to deal with the effects of everything that happened by myself. Okay? So you go through these things and you're trying to figure out, why did this happen? What God actually ended up showing me after the fact was that he was actually protecting me. Where I thought it was like a bad thing, you know what I'm saying, that this happened, he was actually protecting me. And I'm not even going to get into that, but just know he was. You know what I'm saying? He reminded me of prayers that I prayed in the way, way back when I was like 18. He reminded me of these things. And there was something that was always very important to me. God knows what's going to happen ahead. So that's why I say he was protecting me, okay? Even though I didn't even know it. So be encouraged and just know that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen at the time it's supposed to happen, at God's appointed time. I just want to remind you that God's timing is perfect, okay? I've always sang, as you guys may know, and I've had an amazing life, you know what I mean? As far as like, I've been able to travel and sing, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot of amazing things. But one thing I've always wanted more than any of that, right, was to be a wife and to be a mother. And that's why I think it just like affected me so. But again, going back to what I just said, trust God even when things don't make sense. Even when it's just like, you know what I mean? If you trust him anyway and keep pushing, you know what I mean, and doing the things that you're supposed to do, just know that he has you. You know what I mean? Like, everything's going to happen when it's supposed to. You know what I mean? It's not just about things happening, but what you really want is things happening at the right time. So I just literally want to encourage you, anyone that's ever gone through that, it is painful. It is painful. It's confusing. It's a lot of hurt that you feel, you know what I mean? But I just want to encourage you today, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with you. God has a plan, and he's going to carry it out and see it through in you the best way possible if you let him. So just be encouraged. And yeah, it's a lot more I could say, but I'll just leave it at that. I love you guys. Be encouraged. Bye.